3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
What's up, Levi?
Not much. What's going on, guys?
Welcome aboard.
Well, you guys have your first redneck on this show after you've had
Lean
all
into the mic more.
After you've had
There
all
it
the, Colt and Dane and everybody else, you got your first redneck on here.
First true redneck.
Yeah.
Born and raised. The rest of them we're all kind of rednecks by default just because of where we're from, but
Yeah, Southern Ohio. What else are you going to get?
yeah. I need to ask you about mullets.
Go for it.
What is the appeal with mullets?
To be honest with you, I don't know, but there was a lot more attention when you have a mullet versus my normal.
Is it good attention?
For the most part, believe it or not, yeah.
I love it. I
mean,
love mullets.
don't get me wrong, there's still some haters in the crowd, but for the most part, there's a lot of people that like it.
I went to a ball game yesterday, little brother's ball game, and there's a kid on the team that had been sporting one the entire year. And I was like, who the hell is that kid? And Mom's like, he used to have a mullet, but he just got rid of it. Like, oh, that's why I don't recognize him. He looked like a totally different person.
Well, I almost had TJ talked into one, but the line at Uncle Buck's was pretty long that day, and he didn't want to wait. So I was kind of salty. I was ready to wait all day, but
He needs a haircut.
yeah.
Maybe not that. If you can rock a Theo Von style mullet, then you're off to the races.
Well, the plan is to keep the sides shaved, and just keep the front shaved, and leave the top in the background.
Are you
Kinda a lot more
on
classy,
the
No, I don't want to do the lines. That's too new school.
I'll put you a flag on there.
Yeah, I could do that. I mean, I'd be down with that.
Whatever happened to rat tails?
I don't think they look half as good as mullets. That's probably why they didn't
I
come
don't know.
back.
A little
Boy,
string of hair,
that's-
braid that up now.
You're going from like redneck to
White trash.
quickly.
That's the line.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like a mullet teeters that line as well. At least the old mullet, the first round. The new round is kind of just a popular thing.
Yeah, it's trendy almost.
To say the least.
They all come back eventually. Even the haircut me and Dallas is rocking. This is like a 50s.
Yeah, it's a comeback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They all come back eventually.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I never seen the mullet coming back, to be honest, though.
I'd never assumed that anyone would ever want to rock it again, but after seeing 3 or 4 people do it.
Well, if you think about it, we kind of did the reverse
up.
there for a while when like the emo bands were real popular. Instead of making it long here, it was short here, long here. So they just kind of reversed it.
It's kind of weird to see. This is like our first go through of like seeing how fashion can cycle through. You know, we're seeing like the high waisted jeans and the acid washed and all that stuff. Like I had always heard like, yeah, fashion just comes back. Like, what do you mean? But actually seeing it now.
I always thought the high-waisted jeans were ugly, like when I was a kid, but now I love them.
Yeah, same.
They look way better now.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's because for some reason in the 80s and early 90s, women didn't have an ass.
Yeah, that's also true.
I don't know if it's like in the water or what's going on with it, but it's probably all the fucked up shit we eat.
And implants.
Implants.
Well, it's because women are just constantly seeing, feedback of what other women's asses are supposed to look like on Instagram. They're like, oh, got to get that. Can't just have this flat ass.
You gotta go squat.
Yep.
I have like a Hank Hill ass. Like I can't sit in one place for too long.
Got to get them squats in.
That's the only reason I squat. So I can look like J-Lo.
So are you on board yet with autonomous trucking?
Are you on board with losing your job?
Why did I have a feeling a subject was going to come up?
What else are we going to talk about?
Well, fair enough. And unlike most people, I mean, we can actually have this conversation and talk about it logically versus throwing stuff at people and calling each other idiots and this and that. But
Who's doing that?
I mean, anybody else on Facebook that has a debate about something.
Oh, okay.
But no,
See, it doesn't make sense to me. Like when we had the Andrew Yang conversation,
Mm-hmm.
that was the one item that I picked on him about, because it seems like his numbers are backwards. He was saying that 90% of trucking companies are have a fleet of 10 trucks or less.
Right.
So it would seem like it's the bigger companies, that 10%, where it would be more appealing for them to jump onto wiping out, their entire fleet. Especially if it's like the over the road, like you're just going across the desert. That seems like a simple, quick change. But
Right.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, there's some of his stuff that I kind of understand where he's coming from, but there's like a lot of gray areas, a lot of holes that, doesn't make sense to me. Like, for example, like he talks about, we don't got to buy fuel anymore, put in these trucks. Okay, well, you still got to charge the batteries on them. I mean, that power comes from somewhere. How much is it going to charge? How much does it cost to charge up, these big ass batteries on semis to keep these things running? It's not like, oh, well, they're electric or they're free. They don't cost anything to run. I mean, I get the aspect you don't got to pay a driver, but
it's got to be a fraction of what fuel is, though, isn't it? Or I don't know.
But how long does it take to charge that battery, too?
Well, most semis on the road, they've advanced quite a bit from, how much power they have. My uncle's telling me stories of 200 horsepower semis pulling 80,000 pounds up Batavia Hill. And, most factory trucks today are anywhere from 450 to 600 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
How much is it going to charge to cost up, how much is it going to cost to charge a battery up to, 600 horsepower? And
Yeah, I saw a meme on Facebook yesterday or the day before that kind of sums that up. It was a picture of like a wind turbine, but they were de-icing it with helicopters that were using jet fuel. See, you're still using it one way or the other. It's just which way are you going to use it?
Yeah.
I mean, you might be using less, but you're still using it.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks cleaner.
Yeah.
You don't see that part of it.
Looks better on paper.
Yep.
Dallas, what's that book you're reading right or listening to right now?
An entertaining one. Trump's old book, The Art of the Deal. You should listen to it. It's fascinating, especially because he wrote it in the mid 80s, and he's making allusions to like the ghost of his present. He always talks about the failing New York Times. Well, he's glowing about the New York Times back then because, as a developer, a real estate developer, he's looking for any sort of good publicity on his projects as possible. So if he can get a good architecture critic to talk about his buildings, that's worth its weight in gold. But he's also talking about how controversy can, whether it's good or it's bad, will just stir things up, and it almost always works out in your favor.
Like Nike. Look at everything they kicked up with Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah.
They made like billions of dollars. Everybody was like, I'm not buying Nike no more. And then everybody did.
Yeah, they sold out almost immediately. Yeah, any sort of publicity is good publicity.
Except Antonio Brown.
Yeah, until you go
too far.
Full crazy. What else? He had a story about he was still pretty young as a developer. That's kind of one of the other things that I took away from listening to it. I'm only halfway through. I'm fully prepared to speak about it, but it's really interesting to see that how uniquely probably qualified he was for presidency, because he was actually dealing with politicians and with just like local politics for 40 years before he ever got to the presidency. And he was seeing the holes. He was talking about FAR, which is floor area ratio, which is how skyscrapers are able to go from being allowed to do 10 stories to being able to do 80 stories. He talks about how he was able to manipulate and get all these different bonuses to up his FAR and to make a Trump Tower an 80 story, I think it's 80 story building. And he has this critic come on that's like, well, this is a perfect example of why, the city is incentivizing real estate developers to jump through all these hoops to do this. So like he had a real world like experience, not just like on a politician side that is just voting on things. He was actually directly dealing with policies, influencing them, and it's a really cool insight to see, how he like developed into ultimately the president. What are you pulling up?
I'm just looking at weird news of the week. I got one that says Massachusetts serial pooper arrested after police catcher defecated in parking lot. America. God. What's that fucked up thing going around like China? Have you heard about that? The coronavirus or something like that?
Coronavirus?
Yeah.
That might be the new plague.
Yeah, I saw something like 50 some odd deaths.
There was a case at Texas A&M, some students. It's already here.
Really?
Yeah. We are fucked.
Please just wipe us all out.
I just hope it's quick if it happens.
Just wipe us all
Yeah.
out, man.
Easy. It's not like we can hit the reset button. We all start over.
If we all die at one time, doesn't that just mean like we all just like...
Yeah. There's no mourning.
Yeah.
It's just over. All just took a nap.
Right. I've had this opinion for a long time.
I have too. It's just a fucking huge asteroid.
Yeah. We're just all gone. I don't want it to be a disease. I want it to be that.
Yeah.
Just a quick, just turn off the lights and we're all gone at the same time.
Or like if someone
And wherever we're going after this, we're all there together. Or we're not there together.
If someone drops the bomb, I hope everyone drops the bomb. Just fucking rip it in half.
Just be done with it.
We're sitting here waiting for the apocalypse.
You're not even waiting for the apocalypse. You're just waiting for shit to just completely just
No.
be done.
Different. I'm hoping for the apocalypse.
Bitch.
Yeah, a major plague would be terrible.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Because that's like the opposite. You're going to watch everybody die.
Yep, slowly.
I mean, we've seen a lot of plagues in our lifetime, really.
Like quick little...
Yeah, like HIV, AIDS.
Ebola and-
That was a fucking plague.
How come 80s AIDS is different than today's AIDS? 80s AIDS was killing people.
Because they didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
like
they
it was
didn't
I
have
guess
treatment.
they could treat it now.
yeah, they literally had no treatment. They just had to watch people die.
Yeah.
And then in the 80s, you also had everybody immediately thinking you're gay because you got AIDS.
Right.
Yeah, it was a gay disease. But the first person that to have AIDS, like patient 0, was a woman. She was a flight attendant.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was with the monkey, right?
I don't know about the monkey thing.
No,
Yeah, but she was a flight attendant. She was a slut.
She must have been. And then when we had the swine flu, that was going to kill everybody.
I'm almost convinced that they push this stuff in the media so hard. Like when this stuff's going on, like it's the number one thing on CNN right now. China virus can spread before symptoms show. Like they want to. I think the number one goal of media is just to scare you.
Yeah.
Scare you into going and buying things. What do I need to buy so that I feel safe?
Well, yeah.
How would they know that it can spread before symptoms show? Because that don't even make fucking sense.
I don't know. I'll read this on the fly. Oh, they give us nothing. Is that me?
Yeah.
Sorry. They don't even have an article about it. It's just a headline.
Because it's made up.
They just give you the
Literally
headline.
what you were just saying.
Yep.
Some Illuminati shit.
Did you see my boy went to 8% this week?
Did he?
Yeah, he did. It was 2% like a month ago. Now he's 8%.
Andrew Yang again.
Yeah, buddy.
He's not gonna win.
He's the only one that's inclining. A month ago, Elizabeth Warren was at like 30% and Yang was at 2%. Now she's at 13 and he's at 8%. Closing that gap, baby.
That's a big
coming.
gap. Trump's gonna win. Trump's winning. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
Pelosi sent me a letter in the mail this week, actually. talking shit about Trump and all this and that.
Pers-
Basically what you hear on the news every day.
like
She
personally, just to you?
must have been because Dallas didn't get one.
Yeah, I didn't get one.
I ripped it up. It was garbage.
And you're not registered Democrat or anything.
No.
So they got to be listening to us on here talking
Yeah.
about how we have a consideration to maybe vote for the other side.
We know who's not listening.
By the way, I'm not even saying that I'm voting one way or the other. I'm still up in the air.
Are you going to vote for Andrew Yang when he has zero chance? I mean, if he has zero chance?
I mean, if he's
If he doesn't win the primary.
Yeah.
what my only chance to vote for him would be in the
Oh,
primary.
yeah. Never mind. I was thinking he
No,
could still run
I
as
would
an
be in
independent.
I would be in a predicament. No, he's not going to run as a
Yeah.
third party or anything. I would be in a predicament if he becomes like a VP choice for another candidate that I don't like.
To Bernie. Would you vote for him then?
I don't know.
Bernie's going to take away all your student debt.
That's a plus.
Bernie's gonna be in a fucking home before the election starts. He's ugh.
He's younger than Trump.
Dude, Biden is the one that I can't understand. I mean,
Yeah, he's a psycho.
he has all the symptoms of dementia. Like he can't form a complete thought without jumping around to this and that and talking about blonde leg hair. And that this time he was a lifeguard, and they would come and talk to him. And
You remember when Trump first got elected and he was threatening to kick Joe's ass? That would have been the fight of the century.
it's just that image that there's something in psychology about if you can form an image in people's heads, it just sticks there, and that and something that rhymes. That's why like that phrase, if the glove does not fit, you must acquit. It rhymes.
Yeah.
It has an image to it, and it's just like ingrained in your mind. That's why it was such a powerful statement. So like when,
But was it powerful? Or was it dumb as fuck, and that's why people remember it? I remember because it was dumb as fuck.
I mean, it not to the jury.
He looked like he never put a glove on in his life. His hand was all stiff.
Yeah.
These don't fit.
Well, they said that he wasn't on like his. They told him to stop taking his arthritis medicine, and his hands
Was
swelled
literally
way
locked
up.
up.
Well, they were probably twice the size they normally were, so he was trying to put this glove on that used to fit.
Are you guys old enough to actually remember like seeing the Bronco?
Oh no, I had to read about it after
Oh.
the fact. When was that?
96, 94 maybe, 94, 96.
He would have been 2 or 4 years old. He wouldn't have even been born yet.
How old are you?
19.
Son of a bitch.
Born in 2000.
So, what do you think about the tobacco law, Levi?
Yeah.
I hate government so much. Yeah, this kid lives on his own, pays his own bills, fends for himself, puts 80,000 pounds up and down the highway legally every single day, but God forbid he go smoke a cigarette or buy a can of chew.
But the fucked up thing is, they didn't even do it because of cigarettes. They did it because of vapes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cigarettes have been killing people for years upon years. Fucking 16 cases, people die of vaping.
Yeah.
We got to ban it.
Laws like that are why I totally do not believe that you should be either left or right, because it's a Republican governor that created that law.
Yep.
That would never happen in a million years under a Democrat.
He says that he's a Republican too, and then he was also saying that we're going to have sanctuary counties and sanctuary cities for illegal aliens. So I think he ran on a Republican platform, to get Republican votes, and really a Democrat.
There's just a lot of crazy laws out there right now. The smoking, the guns.
The smoking law has got to be the most discriminatory law that's been passed in who knows how long.
Well, there were stores like enforcing it before it was even a law. Like Walmart, for the longest time, you couldn't go in and buy cigarettes unless you were 21.
The law went into effect, I think it was October 17th, if I remember right. Like October 1st, I mean, everybody was already doing it. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, I got 2 more weeks. Just give them to
Well,
me. Shut up.
It's one thing to pass the law. That's one whole separate thing.
Yeah.
To not grandfather people in
Yeah.
after you've already been allowing them, because you fit in this weird couple of years where you were able to start buying them and then not. That
They let
is
you
the
get it.
oddest thing to me.
They let you get addicted, and they're like, nope, no more.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a law like that would somehow affect somebody that was 65 years old, there would be. I mean, it would be the biggest story of how dare you cut this off.
I think it's just going to be a step-by-step thing, and they're just going to try to ban cigarettes eventually and any type form of nicotine.
It's a possibility.
Then I'll be on the streets like a heroin addict.
Cigarettes will be illegal, and pot will be legal.
Yeah. Quick, hide your cigarettes. act like it's a joint.
Is it 21 for the pot age? Is it 21?
I think so. Might be 18. No, I think
no
it is
idea.
21.
Why is what's so important about 21? Like, why is that the fucking age?
Well, because when you're 18, you're responsible enough to have adult responsibilities, but you're not allowed
Well,
to have.
to be fair, and you're not mixed into this, but nowadays 18 isn't what it used to be.
It's
Fair
21.
enough.
Yeah, because 18 used to be, when you're 18, you even look like a grown, you know what I mean? You were a grown adult. But over the years, 18 is just an extension of high school. Like, you're still,
Yeah.
like, what's the average? 27's the average for living at home until you're like 27 or
I
something.
believe that.
Not in our family.
No. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's some exceptions, obviously, but for the most part, fucking, am I a millennial? Technically, I'm a millennial. Technically. I'm like right there.
Technically, you are.
No, because I think it's like 85 is when it starts, right?
Maybe. What
I'm
year
not
were you
getting
born?
out of this
86.
Millennial age. The oldest millennial is 39.
one. Yep.
That seems old.
Yeah.
Really? Well, this one
Born,
says.
born between 81 and 96.
Well, I got
So you're not a millennial.
80.
That doesn't make
What's
sense.
that make me?
Wait, time out. I got millennials were born between 82 and 2002. 20 to 37.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. That's not right.
Yeah, I'm looking at a Wikipedia
Say,
thing.
2002 wasn't 20 years ago.
We can't do maths.
This is like
you're
the-
a Gen Z. That's currently ages 4 to 24. Born between 95 and 2015.
So nobody fucking knows. Every site you go to is different.
I feel like that's a huge gap for a generation.
95 and 15.
No.
Oh, here's
Well, you was talking like 40 fucking years.
here's a
No,
big
I'm
ass
not.
chart.
This is Gen Z is 95 to 2015, and
See this I got like millennials are 77 to 94. Fucking what? And 95 to 2012 is Generation Z.
okay, just X out of whatever you're looking at.
And 66 to 76 is the lost generation. And then 55 to 65 is Boomers 2. What the fuck site is this? This is an insurancetimes.net. They're just trying to get your fucking deductible higher. See, you could find fucking answers on the internet. Now you can't find answers. Everybody has a different fucking answer.
You're looking at the wrong answers.
Well, which one's the right one? Just because you think it's right don't mean it's the right one. Dallas?
This is the right one.
It's Wikipedia.
It's the number one thing that
I-
the Google say.
That's what look. Wait, I'm on Bing. That's why.
Come on, man.
Shit. Why
Rookie mistake.
Why is my thing Bing? I'm not gonna look it up.
How did we get here? Where did this start?
Because Travis tried to get out of being a millennial.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a millennial.
It does feel like he's way too old to be one.
Yeah.
but-
See, I'm 30. I'm 30.
He's almost a boomer.
Just
Fuck
about.
you, I ain't that old. 33. Is that right? 86. Yeah, I'll be 34 this year.
You just have to figure out how old you were. I do that a lot.
I did
I'm like,
that.
am I 27,
But-
92?
But to be fair, I barely look like 23.
You look closer to 45.
Fuck you. No, I
I'm just
don't.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Especially if I shave. Like, if you go back and watch the Dane's episode where I shaved for some odd reason, I look 12.
Get that baby face going.
Yeah.
What else is happening in your world, Levi?
So what about lot lizards? What can you tell me about these?
About that. Yeah.
Were you offended by that
No, I
topic?
don't care. I
Okay.
thought it was hilarious.
Do they exist?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's their prices?
Don't know.
Hang on.
That's
Take-
Good
somebody
answer.
else.
Good answer.
Walk us through like that what that process would even look like, because I have no idea.
Well, I mean, I've never been through the process myself.
You know
but,
somebody that has.
I've heard stories from 4 or 5 guys that I work with.
Just a couple.
Yeah. Actually, no, probably a couple of them. They know who they are, but I don't know if they'll see this.
Call them
video.
out. Call them out.
Nah. Their kids are probably watching this. But no, I think they just hang out late at night at the truck stop, and you kind of just put 2 and 2 together with a skank walking around with,
What do they hang out in
Once-
Dallas? Gaggles? Is that what you called the group of them? Gaggles?
Yeah, gaggle.
that's their mating call.
No, it's a lounge, wasn't it?
The lounge of lizards.
Lounge of lizards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lot lizard
Yeah,
lounge.
that's right.
I mean, I guess if I seen a tramp walking around in a dress and heels at a truck stop, I'm
There's
going
only so many things she could be doing.
Yeah. Probably just cleaning the garbage out back.
I mean, in reality, if there's just some random woman walking in between trucks, I mean, you can probably take a guess. Like, wait, why is she there? How much does it cost? I wonder if you can Google that
You're
one.
looking that up.
Yeah. Price listings.
I'm going to guess it varies.
Lot lizards.
Yeah.
List of lot lizards.
Ooh. For those of you who are new to the trucking, lot lizards are prostitutes who work in truck stops and rest areas. These men and women
Can't be
often
discriminatory.
solicit truckers over CB radio by offering services such as commercial company or 40, 60, 80. So if you ever hear 40, 60, 80 over your CB, Levi, that's what's going on.
Sweet.
Which means $40 for oral sex, $60 for sex, and $80 for both.
Ah.
Huh.
That's a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, really. Buy
So-
one, get the other half off.
Well, the both should be a little bit of a discount, you would think. Come on.
It is, because you're getting... Oh, no, that's...
I would charge more if I was doing both.
No, yeah, that is the deal. Because if you paid separately for both, that's $100.
Yeah, if
You
you
get
get them
it for
both
80.
together, it's
Oh,
80.
okay.
You're only spending $20 more.
Yeah.
Huh.
Might as well. Treat yourself.
There's some fucking disgusting people out there.
So what you're saying is if I ever get fired, there's business out there.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Men and women. I'd raise your prices though.
Yeah.
$80. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to take more than 80 for that.
You know how many I'd need to just to make my house payment? At least 10.
There's a lot of truckers.
You'd be a good bear.
I am a
Fucking
bear.
bear. Huh.
Who says we don't still come up with ideas on this show?
I don't really know where to go with that. What do you think's weirder, the whole bear thing or like the furries? Obviously the furries are always-
Yeah.
like you get off by dressing up as animals and doing it.
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, to each their own, but
No, not on that one. I don't think that's just
No?
fucking weird. Like there's a fine line to each their own. I don't think that falls in it.
I mean, there's rich dudes that just love getting kicked straight in the nuts, but
Or the people that like to like pretend they're babies again, like 40-year-old men.
oh yeah, wearing diapers and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they should be locked up probably.
You think they just get to a place where they've just done everything and there's nothing that excites them anymore? So they're like, there's something in their mind that just switches to, you got to find something else, and you go down this weird rabbit hole.
Yeah, I guess you get to the point you're just never satisfied. I guess. I don't think I'm anywhere near that point.
I hope I never get there.
What's the weirdest fucking thing you've ever seen on Facebook? Like as far as like when people post like news stories they think is real and stuff. What's the weirdest fucking thing you can remember seeing?
I saw a really weird one yesterday. A picture of Joe Biden with a gun in some woman's mouth. It's like, you see that picture?
No, I don't think I did.
I mean, it's photoshopped really well, but very clearly fake.
I love all the goofy advertisements you randomly get. Like you'll be talking to somebody about something, and then 5 minutes later,
You have a
Yeah,
fucking
it's there.
advertisement. Like,
Like-
how the fuck?
like I've literally talked with my dad or one of my uncles or something about 4020 John Deere's or something, and then I get on Facebook and here's a $12,000 tractor for sale. Like, I'm glad somebody knew I was looking.
Do you guys get the Wish app?
Yeah,
Yes.
all the fucking time.
This last one I got was pantyhose for men, but it had like a dick sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never looked up anything like that.
Your lot lizard outfit.
It could be.
No, I just like when people post like this. It's either bashing Trump or bashing Democrats. It's this big long article. This is what they're not telling you, and you look of what the website is called, and it's like the most fucked up name ever.
Right.
You know, in your mind, like how do you believe that's real?
Yeah.
It's the Russians.
Fucking Russia. Hey, what's going on in Australia right now? Have they fixed that shit yet? Anybody know?
Some dudes, some Americans just died.
Yeah, 3
In
of
a
them.
I
helicopter
haven't
wreck.
been following it really.
Helicopter wreck, crash, whatever.
Really? Is it still on fire?
I don't know.
know.
I know it was raining there for a while.
I was surprised to see that the Australian Open is going on right now. So
They're like, fuck it.
yeah,
We're going to play
we'll
tennis.
just power through.
Because everything else burns to the ground.
Yeah.
They were talking about having to play inside because the
Would make
smoke and
sense.
Shit.
Anybody see that McGregor fight or clips of it at least? The 40-second fucking $300 pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I was considering buying that.
So was I.
I'm so glad that I didn't.
He kicked him square in the chin. Like I've never seen a kick
What did he
hit
do?
so clean. He kicked him in the chin,
Oh yeah, he fucked him
like
up quick.
clean. Well, first he had him kind of
Like
holding him.
like straight up or like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how do you mean?
Oh, hold on, it was only 40
Okay.
seconds. I can tell you.
Okay.
He had a hold of him and he was hitting him with his shoulder like this in the face and cut him. Like I was thinking, well, this ain't doing shit, but it did. It split him, and he kind of backed up, and Connor just threw a leg kick, hit him square in the chin, knocked him. Well, he stumbled and then he got on top of him. They called it.
Hell, and even McGregor after the fight even hugged the opponent's grandma.
Yeah.
I did see that part. I mean,
What?
it was over so quick. They just showed him like hugging
Yeah.
Cowboy and hugging the grandma. Like, okay.
Like McGregor knows he's a badass.
Yeah, they're talking about giving him the title fight, and this be if he wins, it'll be his third championship in 3 different weight classes.
I'd rather see him box again.
Who?
Mayweather.
That ain't
Mayweather
gonna
wants
happen. Yeah, he wants the cash.
it. Yeah.
I'd fight Mayweather for that kind of money.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Just go in and
Will you
get.
get your ass
blitzed.
kicked for that kind of money?
Oh yeah, I don't. That $100,000, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, same.
I'd be a lot loser
Yeah,
for
I
that
mean,
kind of money.
I might even do it for like 10,000.
I've had my ass kicked for free. Throw me some money, I'll take a hit. Because all I need to do is just take one hit. Because after that, I'm laying the fuck down. Like I don't even care if I'm not knocked out. I'm not getting back up. I'm gonna make my money.
You're not going to remember it anyway.
Count me down. Go on with their lives.
Yep.
Florida man turns $500,000 home into Technicolor nightmare.
Why does so much weird shit happen in Florida?
I don't know. I've never been to Florida.
I've been. And it doesn't seem as weird. But every story that comes out of there is.
They most start just like that. Florida
Yeah.
man.
But see, like it doesn't seem like that. I mean, he bought a $500,000 home into a Technicolor nightmare. He painted a bunch of different colors. Why is there a mugshot? What did he do wrong?
Maybe it wasn't his house.
Well, he said he bought it. They're shaking their head.
I'd be pissed if I came home and my house was painted like that.
He even painted his fucking car the same colors.
He's on that crocodile.
Trump's book has a story about where he's bashing on the art community and how it's a bunch of phonies. He was talking about this one prominent artist in Manhattan, and he's like, he was about to go to lunch with this guy, and he was like, "You want to see me make $25,000 before lunch?" Trump's like, "Yeah, sure." I go to his studio, and he has this big canvas on the floor, and he throws like 3 buckets of paint on it. He's like, "All right, 25 grand. Let's go to lunch." So, I mean, some of his pieces, he actually like spends time and, you know, makes it whatever his art creation is. But others, just because of this guy's name and people want his work so bad, he can just throw
That's
shit on a
insane.
canvas. And
Yeah, but could you imagine having that any type of lifestyle where it can be so like, I'm gonna make 25,000 today.
hell no, I can't.
Let alone 3 minutes of popping lids off paint
Yeah.
buckets and
Right.
slinging it on a canvas.
Art confuses the hell out of me. Even when I was in high school in art class, I didn't understand any of it.
What's that one? I read a story. It was a few months back. Some artist had this like $1 million sculpt. It wasn't a sculpture. It was like a painting with a banana on it or something.
Duct tape to the
Yeah,
wall or
and
something.
then somebody ate the fucking banana.
Yeah.
It was like $1 million painting or something.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive banana in the world.
Did you see the one where the guy, as soon as the guy bought it, it shredded?
Yes.
Yes.
How awesome was that?
That was amazing. He set it up like that and everything. That was perfect. That's the thing though. Like even the banana with the duct tape on it, people have to want it for it to be that valuable.
Yeah.
There's too many rich people in America apparently to where a banana duct tape to a fucking wall is $1 million.
I think once you have so much money and you've bought everything you want, you're just trying to get rid of it.
Would you
they're
buy
clout
weird
chasing,
shit? Would you
too.
buy weird shit if you got rich?
Oh, absolutely.
Just
I'd
like
have
the weirdest shit.
I'd be like Nick Cage and buying dinosaur bones and shit.
I think I would buy. Or I don't know if you could buy them, but I would hire David Attenborough to read me bedtime stories.
Who's David Attenborough?
Give me a second.
I don't know who it is either. Do you?
How long have you known Danny Dallas and you don't know who David Attenborough is? This is like her guy.
Oh yeah, that guy is the man.
Just let's just hear this dude talk for a second.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Don't give me an ad. Don't give me an ad.
Oh.
I'm exploring the fascinating world of
Okay, I
plants,
understand.
from the most bizarre to the most beautiful.
I want to take a nap now.
I know, right?
That dude's getting old. It's gonna be a sad day.
I know. That or Morgan Freeman just to narrate my life.
No,
Or,
I want Peter Thomas. You know who that is?
Oh, damn it. No.
He's the narrator of Forensic Files.
I want Darth Vader. Fuck's his name?
Well, he's dead.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dead. He's been dead for a while, I'm pretty
No
sure.
way.
Yeah.
The
I
guy
can't
that
remember
did
his name.
James
The
Earl
Lion
Jones.
King.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't dead.
He is.
I think he is dead.
No way.
All right. If I'm right, you owe me $25,000.
He's
Yeah,
alive.
He's alive.
What?
He just did The Lion King, the new one.
One of the first questions on here, did James Earl Jones pass away?
That's because he's like 100 years old.
No, Mandela effect. I remember him dying.
Yeah, that is a kind of a Mandela effect.
I just like how he did the voice of Darth Vader and everything. And then you get to Return of the Jedi and Darth Vader takes off his mask. White guy. And the guy, I saw a documentary about him. The guy that actually played Darth Vader, he never knew his voice was going to be replaced. He didn't find out until he watched the movie.
Wow.
Can you imagine that?
That'd be fucked. You take your family to go watch the movie that you're in.
I'm like, wait.
He's like,
It's
man, I
just-
sound really good in this.
You'd have to convince them it was you the whole movie. Like, I swear it's me.
Where have you been going all day?
Because they don't remove his mask until like the third movie.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
So
That's
for
hilarious.
3 movies, you have to convince these people it's actually you.
I really thought he was dead.
I'm glad he's not.
Well, I mean, it's cool he's not, but I don't know if I'm like glad. Like other than the Lion King and Star
He's
Wars,
Mufasa, man.
what has James Earl Jones done?
I bet he's done a ton of stuff. I just don't know.
IMD this shit.
I feel like he's really respected.
There we go.
What the hell is that one?
He's known for Rogue One. I didn't even know he was in that. Lion King, Return of the Jedi. He's not known for the first two Star Wars. He's known for Return of the Jedi and The Hunt for Red October.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, he was in Scary Movie 4.
He's been in everything.
See, none of these movies really hit me. Like, I feel like there's a bunch of movies I've seen him in. I just can't think of any of them. Oh fuck, he was in Garfield and Friends. You're right. I'm more of a Morgan Freeman guy.
I do like Morgan. He's getting old too. All these people that we love are going to be gone in like the next 2 decades at the most.
No shit. I used to be a big Kevin Smith fan, and like the Jay and Silent Bob and all that stuff. I started watching the Jay and Silent Bob reboot last night. God, Jay looks so fucking old.
Well, Jay was all on heroin.
Well, yeah, and he got all his teeth replaced too. But like, I remember like they all just look so fucking old, and all the bands I used to listen to, they just fucking look ragged right now. Like any member of Blink-182 just looks like they're about borderline, like they're gonna be put in a home soon.
What's his name? Went completely crazy.
Oh, you talking about my boy Tom DeLonge?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always been nuts, but
You need to listen to him on Joe Rogan.
oh, I have.
Oh, God. He sounds like a psycho.
Who is it?
Tom DeLonge.
He was in Blink-182.
Oh, is he the alien guy?
Yeah, aliens, Bigfoots, government conspiracies, all that stuff. But he's really into it.
Yeah. He said the government's like, he's like, has the same clearance as like a 4-star general.
All right.
Maybe he is.
Yeah.
I can't say he's not, but he
Can't
sounds
confirm or deny.
fucking crazy.
Well, I don't know how you go from being in a pop punk band in the 90s and 2000s to having 4-star
Yeah.
general. Like, I think he's just lost his mind.
Yeah, he has.
When are we getting the solar fields around here?
I don't know, you haven't gotten the ad on Instagram yet?
No.
Yeah. There's all kind. It always pops up on my Instagram. You get your solar panels for your house and all this. Get all those tax breaks for them.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. But you know, there's a bunch of like actual fields going in around here, right?
I haven't seen them.
It's the biggest solar array in the state that's coming, and it's going all around here. That's all you're going to see coming up in the next few years is solar.
So they don't have money to fix fucking potholes, but we got money to do this.
Yeah.
Fix potholes first.
Well,
My dirty electricity's working just fine.
our favorite governor is charging us an extra, I think it's an 18-cent tax on gas.
Another 18 cents?
Yes, to pay for fixing roads.
What a dick.
So all that money that he got from doing it last year wasn't enough to fix Hillsboro's roads.
Guess not.
Who is it? DeWine? Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Mike DeWine.
His mom's a hoe.
Damn. We're on a list.
I gotta imagine she's dead.
Okay, here's this.
Easy killer.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but here's this map of where the solar array is going in. So, what am I looking at here? Is this New Market Road? Yeah, this is New Market Road right here.
Yeah. That's Gath that goes. The
Yeah,
big long
is
range.
this
All that blue
is this
shit?
Buford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm kind of looking at it at an angle, but I'm pretty sure this is Gath Road right here. And
Okay.
then I think this is marking it. That would be Edwards. I don't know what road that is, but I know that one is
Is this 321?
yeah. Hold on now. Yeah, that's 321. There's marking that. There's Stringtown.
Yeah. So you guys can get the scale of this thing.
Why Buford?
Because those farmers were willing to give up their lands to
Property
these-
tax was probably super cheap too.
Yeah.
And the farmers around here are pissed about it,
Yeah.
which I don't understand. I don't.
Well, some of the ground they've taken up, like a lot of farmers, we're from, me and you, well, us three are all from the south side of Highland County.
Mhm.
But I'm not going to say any names because I don't know if they want their, stuff put on social media or whatever. But one of those farms is like, or a couple of them are like supposed to be some of the best ground on the south side of the county. So,
So they didn't have to sell it? Was they?
No. I think, like, from what I heard, there was a few people that were worried that they were either going to have to sell it or they were just going to take it by force. So they just took their chances and was like, well, we're just going to get our money while we can, and to hell with it. But I'm thinking, from what I heard, they offered like twice as much as what property's going for on that side of the county.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of them things, like,
So
well,
they got paid.
yeah.
You know where they should put it? They should completely wipe out the town of Lynchburg and put it right there.
Be good with that.
Yeah.
I'd be good if they did that with Hill.
But I mean, why are why are the other farmers upset that it's going in? Like, it wasn't their land to begin with.
No, but like, I'm sure they would have liked to have the opportunity to farm it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
You know,
like you're basically taking away land where they can grow.
Well,
regardless if it's theirs or not.
They could have paid. They could have paid twice the going rate for that land too.
That's true.
Who the hell can afford
Yeah.
that? I
mean, if they really wanted it that bad, I'm just saying, like, why are people so against it? Is it because it's not going to be farmed in a traditional manner? Do you think?
I think there's multiple things that tie into it. There's that, and then there's like, to me, it's not. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea or whatever, but man, you kind of grew up around there. It sucked to see like everything that growing up, like, oh yeah, that used to be so and so
field.
farm that, and now it's a bunch of solar panels. It just, I guess it's like one of them modern feelings, like
We don't like change.
Yeah, I mean that's that's a lot of it. But I mean, just imagine, say the house we grew up in get bulldozed down, and then there's
Well, that's
a bunch of
different. They're not doing that, are they? Are they bulldozing houses?
It might be different, but I mean that's them fields are them farmers' homes, whether they live on them or not. That's what made their living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why you got to look at it.
Have you seen my old house?
Not in a while.
It is fucking trashed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, my opinion. I mean, obviously, I did a whole thesis on.
Dallas wants the robots to take over the fucking world. We figured this out. Like,
I
understand.
I don't. I want
robots
I
will
want a
be solar
nuclear bomb
paneled.
to just land on my house.
Oh,
and
my
just
bad.
Just go and
Dallas wants everybody to fucking die.
Just go into the sweet afterlife.
Now, will our energy be cheaper?
Cincinnati's will.
Fucking
It's
kidding
all
me?
going straight to Cincinnati.
Fuck Cincinnati.
I'm against them now. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Why?
I'll go smash them.
Because we don't fucking live in Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's going in our county.
Let's fuck up our county, but we're gonna give it to Cincinnati. How about spread the wealth? If you're gonna put it here,
Yeah, we
do
should
it
get
here.
a deduction at least.
Why? It's not your land anyway.
It's my county.
Yeah.
So?
Why is it going to Cincinnati?
Because the folks in Cincinnati are the one that paid for it and have put the effort into
They
it.
should have put it on top of their buildings.
Wipe out fucking Paul Brown Stadium. They don't do shit
Oh,
there
that would be
anyways.
fantastic. That would be great.
But so how do you think like the how Cincinnati would feel if they wiped out a certain part of Cincinnati to put stuff in?
We're not
to benefit
talking
us?
about bulldozing anything. We're
But-
talking about in the middle of a field.
Yeah, but a field that gets used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
For what?
Crops.
Okay, this is a year-round crop. You don't have to plant it anytime. You plant it one time ever,
So-
and you get a continuous crop.
So farmers are going to make money off this?
No.
No, what's the point of a field?
To make an income.
Okay, if you could, if these, do you think if these fields had oil underneath them, people would give a fuck about planting soybeans?
No, but the farmers would benefit from the oil, not Cincinnati. And the county would benefit from the oil, not Cincinnati.
This guy gets it. they're making much more use out of these fields than.
But not for the county. The county's going to suffer because that's less income coming in every year.
We're talking about less than 1% of the farmland in Highland County that's going to power the entire city of Cincinnati.
Fuck
That's
Cincinnati.
going to power all of Cincinnati.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, this is the biggest solar array in the state.
Fuck Cincinnati.
See, me and Brad are on the same page with Cincinnati.
I was for it until you told me that we're not getting none of it.
I mean, I agree. I wish there was some sort of better incentive for the county, but it's helping the state.
If that can power all of Cincinnati, I'm pretty sure a small portion could power Highland County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
Oh yeah, it could definitely.
Like, can we share a panel or two? Jesus Christ.
Well, I just wish that people would look at it instead of going, oh man, we're losing our field, and say, why don't we fucking double this thing and power
Columbus.
all of Southern Ohio?
Yeah, if it's going to power my county, yeah.
I mean, I just look at it as a step forward rather than, this was going to happen somewhere.
Yeah.
So why not?
Put it in Clinton County.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about Clinton County.
Wow, man.
I'm just kidding.
If I could get free energy, I'd put solar
Why am
panels
I
on.
attacking Cincinnati?
I don't know.
Because they're stealing our shit.
No, they're not. They
We're
paid
not getting
twice as much as
any
what the land value was.
electric.
Huh?
We're not getting any of it.
I don't think so.
That's horseshit.
But
I shouldn't have to pay an electric bill because these farmers sold their land.
yeah.
I just went on a rant there. Like, I don't really hate Cincinnati that much. I just don't like the traffic.
He's come back to reality.
Yeah,
now.
not all the people are assholes. Unless they're on 275 or 71, and they all turn into assholes.
Dallas is an asshole in Cincinnati.
Yeah, we just talked about this last week. You need to stop giving so many fucks.
And
you're the one causing everybody to
and
get
hey,
No, I'm not.
and hey, I
cutting
don't give a
people
fuck
off.
about Cincinnati. My fucks didn't land there.
You're still clearly giving too many fucks about traffic.
That's
You're
a
going to
hard
get
one.
home. You're going to get there.
No, Cincinnati's not that bad. It's just crowded. I don't like crowded. You know, it's a horrible city that I just drove through because of work one day, or 1 week, I guess. Chicago. You ever driven
it's
anywhere
terrible.
near Chicago?
It's terrible.
Like 8 lanes of highway of people that just don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, I don't even think they realize they're in a car.
Yeah, that's a different matter. Yeah, I've rode in a bus up there, but I haven't.
You rode in a bus in Chicago?
To Chicago.
Did you get mugged?
Did you get raped?
To Chicago. What?
Chicago's bad.
No, I went up there with my architecture class one time.
You go some random fucking places with your schools. Australia, Chicago.
I've been there like 3 times. I think the first time we went there was like me, Mom, Allie, and TJ. And, a 12-year-old kid going to Chicago. Like, this is great.
What's it like?
A
What's it like
woman and
driving
3 kids going into downtown Chicago.
What's it like driving a semi and that kind of shit?
Well, I can't leave the state, so I don't know about
Oh,
Chicago.
you just do the Ohio?
Sadly.
Mm.
But it ain't like the first few times I dealt with it, I kept getting nervous that I was gonna run over top of a car in front of me. But it's literally anymore like driving a normal car or pickup. I feel more nervous driving one of them than I do a semi.
Really?
Yeah.
Better you than me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Semis make me nervous, especially like a 75, like that's all it is. It's fucking semis.
Yeah.
And you get pinned in between 2 semis. Oh,
Hoping they went to bed last night.
Yeah.
They're not falling asleep.
what do you got? Is it a 14-hour restriction?
Yeah, which we got stuff's a little different because we got time cards. And everybody, like, long distance has to run on log books.
Mm-hmm.
But since we do seasonal work, hauling grain in the fall and hauling fertilizer in the spring, there's, like, some kind of ag exemptions on that. So,
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
yeah.
So don't drive in the spring or the fall.
No,
'Cause the
I'm
semi-drivers
just saying
don't fall
there's
asleep.
what do I want to say? I mean, I'm not saying that you can just stay up for 24 hours for, all fall long and all spring long, but they're a little bit more lenient on things. So
Yeah, I don't. I tried to get my CDL when I worked at Pepsi, and it sounded like a good idea, but I ended up leaving there before I got it. I don't know if I could drive a semi.
I couldn't. Not in the city.
No, like I've done because I did warehouse for like 14 years. I did all the yard dog stuff, moving semis and stuff like that. But driving them on the road, I think I'd kill somebody.
He drives a semi like I drive a car.
I'll
believe it.
It's like, I don't know, when I first started doing it, I was kind of obviously
Yeah.
you're going to be nervous, but it's like anymore, like, I don't know if you guys have all been in a semi before or not,
No, I
but
haven't.
you got like a red button, you push for the trailer brakes to release them, you got yellow and you push for the tractor brakes to release them. I'll be driving a freaking pickup, and every time I go to
You reach
stop,
for
I'll
those
just
brakes.
I'm like, dude,
Idiot.
get your head out of your ass. You're driving a fucking pickup. You literally just pulled into a parking garage. Why are you pulling your brakes for a freaking semi?
Do you end up driving everything like you're driving a truck, like take the wide turns?
Oh yeah, like all the time. Last night I went to Eastgate for supper, and I was coming off of De La Palma onto 32. I swing clear into like the other side. I'm like, you're driving a fucking pickup.
You doing anything to be a little bit healthier in those things?
I've honestly I've noticed going to gas stations and stuff. I started back in the summer. I started getting the body armor. You ever had them drinks?
Oh yeah.
No,
like-
is that energy drink? Or something?
No,
It's kind of like a Gatorade, but a
but
healthier
it's like
version, I guess.
it's like a fruitier, gayer version, I guess. like
It's like a white
strawberry kiwi.
It's like a
and,
White Claw.
Yeah, it's like a White Claw.
The White Claw of Gatorades.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I try drinking them like instead of drinking
Beer.
pop. No, it's not. yeah. It's a little bit healthier to drink that driving than a beer.
I feel like the beer would be better on your nerves.
Throwing bush lights out. 75.
Just throw it in the back. Now, you drive with your dog all the time, don't you?
Oh yeah, he goes with me every day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is he still stealing your food?
He has a couple times, yeah. I like the old Y. I stopped there a few weeks ago. Well, I guess it was back at the beginning of harvest, but stopped and got like a sandwich and like a bag of fries and threw them up on the dash and was literally going like right behind the old Y to load some grain out of the truck, maybe 5 minutes, and I get back in the truck. My fries are gone, my sandwich is gone, and he's just sitting in the bunk like acting like he wasn't doing anything. It's
Chilling.
like,
That's funny.
Brad, have you been watching Making a Murderer yet?
Yeah, I'm only like 3 episodes in because my internet's garbage.
I recommend the Aaron Hernandez videos.
I started watching that.
See, did you watch any of that?
No.
Aaron Hernandez?
I got it downloaded to watch, but no.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched. I'm about halfway through it.
Okay. I've heard like already conflicting reports on that whole documentary, that some of it's bullshit. Like,
I'm sure some.
Well,
of
you're gonna
it's
run into
played
that.
out.
I mean, even to Making a Murderer.
like big things about it though.
Oh.
Like the guy that's claiming to be his quarterback apparently sat the bench. It's like wasn't his quarterback at all.
Oh, the kid that was saying that just kind of came out and told everybody that Aaron Hernandez was a homo, basically.
Yeah.
I could see that.
He was though, right? That was the story came out way before the documentary.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
on.
like-
It was on the news, so it had to have been true.
I don't know.
I haven't looked a whole lot into that whole, the whole Aaron Hernandez deal. I just know he's a football player that got convicted of murder.
Yeah, I didn't.
And the first thing, like first episode, that kid's like, yeah, we didn't hang out with girls much, and we started experimenting. And I'm like, how in the hell did this go from a murderer to
trying dick.
yeah,
It's like Brokeback Mountain Switch.
yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No,
It's a fucked up movie.
I heard.
I remember. I think because when it came out, like I wasn't that old. I remember watching it because I don't think we really knew what was it about. I remember watching it with my mom and my aunt, and shit got awkward there towards the middle of that movie.
I found the specs on that solar array. 300 megawatt,
20 minutes later.
Solar powered electric generation facility will occupy 1,900 acres within a 3,400 acre project area, about 3.2 miles northwest of Marriotstown in the Beaufort area.
I mean, why don't they just cover the whole county and just fucking
They should.
fuck it?
Now we're getting somewhere. They should.
We all got to move. Buford is no more.
They could put them right on my house. That'd be fine.
They're getting ready to tear down the Buford School. Why can't they just fill that
Oh,
up?
really?
That's what I heard. The
I've
roof
been-
is falling in.
I've
and
been
everything.
wondering about that. Like, it takes so much damn money to build, even if there's nothing going on. Like, it takes so
Yeah.
much money.
There,
This,
for the longest,
this school out here, I'm worried about.
oh yeah, for the longest time they used to rent it out for like. Do they even do that anymore?
The roof's collapsing, so I doubt it.
I mean, this was like 10, 12 years ago. Last time I
Yeah.
remember this, but fucking Buford.
Yeah. Now that I'm working in the school world and seeing how much it costs to maintain these buildings, I've wondered about like Buford and others. That one in Belfast is still up, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
It's got to be just crumbling. There's no way.
Well, there's that school in New Vienna still there too. The one that's out back by Hootamaki. I think it may have been like the old East Clinton school or something.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably in just about as bad shape as that one out here.
Lynchburg got rid of theirs as soon as we were done with that school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hillsborough got rid of all 10 of theirs that they had.
I love that Lynchburg
Mhm.
school. It had that fucked up basement.
I barely remember.
Yeah, I was
The
only in
basement
there
was
for
the
half a year.
cafeteria, wasn't it? I just remember going downstairs to eat.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about below that
Oh, no, I don't.
because the gym used to be a movie theater before it was a school.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't know if you guys remember, up at top of the bleachers, they turned it into a little tiny window up there. That's where the projection room used to be.
Hmm.
Yep.
So you didn't go to Buford?
No.
Fucking loser.
Did all you guys go to Buford?
No, I didn't.
Levi didn't.
I think I was too young.
Oh, do you went to Buford?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I knew you went to Buford. No, I didn't go to Buford.
There's a lot of old school buildings that are still standing if you think about it.
That's the next road show we need to do. Let's just fucking break into that school over here.
Yeah.
See if it's
And do
haunted.
what?
See if it's haunted.
haunted. I'm sure it is. I've seen it.
There's about 1 million bats in that bad boy, though.
Well, there
I
you
know
go.
that for sure,
What? Can't you make a lot of money off bat shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this.
dude.
That's our new
My homeboy
business.
over there can make a ton of money. Like, it looks like something straight out of Batman out here in the summertime. I mean, have you seen it here? Like, when we're out here, we'll like have a fire or something
Yeah.
going on. You can just see them just like there's hundreds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see them like diving down.
Yeah.
You probably have no mosquitoes, do you?
There's not many bugs out
No,
That's
that's
awesome.
why we always chill here during the summer instead of going to anybody else's house.
here.
It's just no bugs within 10 miles.
Fuck it, let's go get some bat shit. What do they use that stuff for?
Celebrities probably use it for something stupid.
Put it
Face
underneath your
cream.
eyes, get rid of
Yeah.
wrinkles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rub some. What is it called? Iguana. Iguana.
We just found our new business,
Well, hold on.
boys.
We're gonna call it batshit crazy.
Bat feces worth money. I'm pretty sure they're worth money. It's a fertilizer. It may be worth money in large enough quantities if you can find a buyer.
We got somebody to haul
so-
it, too.
So
Yeah.
So basically, what they're saying is, it's not worth jack shit.
Well, this-
It might be worth something if you got a large quantity and someone wants to buy it. It might be worth something.
Which could apply to literally anything in the world.
Yeah.
It's either this or being a lot lizard. You pick. How we making money? I mean, if I can not
That's a
put
tough call.
if I can
Yeah, I
not
guess
put
I'll go on the Wish app.
if I can not put a dick in my mouth to make money, I mean, I say go with that one.
I think the mouth might be the easier option.
Well, we don't know who here has ever tried to get bat shit.
There used to be plenty of bat shit in my old barn.
That's true. We used to fill like socks up with
Throw them in the air.
with rocks, tie them, throw them up in the air. The bats will come down. Their claws will get caught in it, fall all the way down.
Yeah, I remember you guys doing that.
That's
by
kind of
the
shit.
garage.
That's kind of shit serial killers do.
Don't fuck with cats. Don't fuck with bats.
Don't fuck with bats. Levi, did you ever watch that Don't Fuck with Cats documentary on Netflix?
I don't think so.
Should watch it.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
Is it about big cats or little cats?
Like
Little cats.
little cats, I guess.
So it's not like tigers and
No.
Mm-mm. No. Cats.
No, and it's not even about cats like being mean. It's about
Right.
some dude like killing cats and posting videos on the internet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
like them
it's
kids in
messed up.
Pennsylvania that killed
Yeah.
the deer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I've always hunted deer and stuff, and I understand that farming. Whenever you're raising animals, you're ultimately raising them for slaughter. But I see now, it's like how do you just beat the shit out of an animal? Like, think it's hysterical.
Fucking sociopaths.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've seen some people kill some animals. I don't want to say their names.
Fuck it, let's out them.
Oh.
Names, addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, whatever you can give us.
Yeah, I can remember you being upset when you were really little, when you had first started showing, was it sheep at the time?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you just made way more money than I have. And I'm 8 years older than Levi. So I don't know, I was probably in high school or something. I was like, you got way more money than I do right now. You just probably, what do you make off of like
I think
a couple
my
grand?
I think my first year, I think that I made probably close to a couple grand, which, I mean, not every year was like that. There's years where I went back and fed them, and that was about it. But
I mean,
you make about $900 that year, and you're like, I wasted my whole fucking summer.
about even that much money to
Yeah,
somebody young is a fortune.
yeah.
But I think after that conversation, you were just like, yeah, screw it. How long have we been going? We about to get out of here?
About an hour and 12 minutes.
That's not bad for a bunch of incoherent rambling.
What are we doing next week?
My mom is coming on.
Oh, shit.
Yep. She's reading a book called Hustle and Float.
Hustle and what?
Float.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
You'll find out next week.
Yeah. So we should probably read that as well.
Yeah.
Whatever that book is, we
What
need
the
to,
hell
we
is
need to check it
Float?
out. I don't know.
Have you ever seen It?
I hope that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
We all float. Then eventually we need to do that Making a Murderer one.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. Maybe in 2 weeks. All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Learn something this week.